Cheating in chess refers to internationally breaking the game's rules or engaging in improper behavior to give a player or team an unfair advantage. Cheating can take place before, during, or after a game and can take many different forms. The usage of chess engines during play, rating manipulation, or transgression of the touch move rule are a few examples of cheating that are frequently highlighted. Chess regulations do not completely prohibit certain suspiciously motivated practices. Such actions may be viewed as acceptable or dishonest based solely on ethical or moral consideration. Illegal moves. A dishonest player can make a wrong move and hope their adversary is unaware of it. The penalties for making an unlawful move in chess have changed over time. They can range from the immediate loss of the game to the reset the clock and more time for opposing player, although they only take effect when the illegal move is discovered. Inadvertent illegal moves are regarded as cheating, even though they are typically minor errors brought on by time constraints. In high-level games, using an unlawful move on purpose is uncommon. The consequences of making an illegal move imply that it's rarely worthwhile, especially if the cheating player is exposed in any match except the fastest ones. This is because sufficiently skilled chess players have a solid mental picture of the board state, making any manipulation evident. Manipulating the board. Outright board manipulation, such as moving border pieces to the wrong square, removing an opponent's pieces, or adding extra pieces to the cheater's position, are extreme examples of illegal moves. This can be done, for instance, when the opponent isn't looking at the board to watch, or by using close-up magic sleight of hand techniques. This can happen in casual games when there is no punishment for getting detected, but nearly never does in tournaments. Although it's generally agreed that most hustlers don't cheat, some chess hustlers have been detected utilizing such methods while playing informal games of rapid chess for cash in public parks. Technology. Cheaters have employed technology in a variety of ways. The most popular method is to use a chess program while participating in correspondence or online chess. Instead of playing the game, the cheater just enters their movements up to that point into the program and plays according to its recommendations, thus letting the program play the game for them. In face-to-face competitive chess, electronic communication with an accomplice is a similar form of cheating. The accomplice may be using a computer program or may just be a much better player than their associate. To identify and dissuade such activities, contemporary chess websites analyze games after the fact to provide a probabilistic conclusion on whether a player received covert assistance. Here are examples that primarily focus on technological cheating situations that are either at a high level or have historical relevance because there are so many of them. 3 French players were exposed in a plot to use computer software to decide moves during the 2010 FIDE Olympiad tournament in Hanté-Mensisque. One player, Cyril Marzolo, was to observe the tournament from home while making strategic decisions using the computer program. Arnaud Hochard, the team coach, would receive the moves by SMS and relay them to the player, Sébastien Feller, by standing or sitting at various tables. The FIDE Ethics Commission sentenced Sébastien Feller to a 2-year, 9-month suspension, Cyril Marzolo to 1 year, 6-month suspension, and Arnaud Hochard to 3-year suspension. In contrast to past instances, each participant was an actual grandmaster or international master. None of them other team members were aware of it or took part. In 2012 and 2013, Borislav Ivanov's controversies caused a stir in the chess community with accusation of cheating at the Zadar Open and Kustendorf. The Bulgarian Chess Federation suspended him for 4 months, albeit this punishment was later reversed owing to procedural errors and was not based on the claims of cheating but rather on the Ivanov's rudeness to his accusers. The Bulgarian Chess Federation permanently buried him after a few pauses. Even though in the end, such evidence was never used in a formal legal proceeding, these instances were significant because they were marked as one of the first occasions where statistical approaches were employed to analyze move matching with computer programs. Wesley Vermont was found using his phone to cheat at the 2014 Yasi Open, admitted his wrongdoing, and was subsequently given a one-year suspension by both the Dutch Chess Federation and FIDE. Georgian Grandmaster Gios Nigalitse was disqualified from the Dubai Open Chess Tournament in April 2015 when authorities spotted him using chess apps on his smartphone in the restroom during a match. He later lost his Grandmaster title and was given a 3-year suspension from competing, although he was still permitted to preserve his International Master title. Sergei Aslanov was kicked out of the Moscow Open in February 2016 for having a smartphone in the bathroom, concealed under a drain pipe under a loose tile. He said he had committed an error but not a crime, and his suspension was just for 1 year. Igor Zarasus was caught using a cell phone in the restroom while cheating during the Strasbourg Open in July 2019. He announced his retirement from chess and admitted to cheating. On October 1, 2020, Wesley so accused Tigran Alpetrusian of cheating in his semi-final and championship matches in Chess.com 2020 PRO Chess League. So at the moment had the 8th best player rating on the entire planet. Petrusian reacted to So's tweets on Twitter with crude insults. Chess.com discovered that both Petrusian and his team, the Armenia Eagles, had broken the fair play rules. The St. Louis Archbishop won the championship when the squad was declared ineligible. Both Chess.com and the Pro Chess League handed Petrusian lifetime bans. Dadang Subur, an Indonesian player, defeated the Levi Roseman in a computer-assisted game in March 2021, scoring more than 90% at the time. Roseman reported Dadang's account after spotting a pattern of cheating. The Indonesian media's assertion that Dadang was a real player sparked a backlash against the Roseman online. Dadang's next game versus I'm Irene Sikander on YouTube and 1.25 million live viewers, which is a record for a chess stream. Sikander defeated Dadang in 3 straight games with an accuracy of under 40%. Magnus Carlsen, the 2022 world champion, charged Hans Niemann with cheating during the Swinko Field Cup in September 2022. Niemann was accused of cheating in over 100 online games, including ones with prize money, according to a report from Chess.com. The research concluded that Niemann had cheated against the elite players like Daniel Naroditsky, Krikor Mkhitaryan, David Pervin, Ian Nepomniachtchi, and Benjamin Bok, and found proof of the Niemann switching to a separate screen while making moves. Niemann was expelled from the website after personally admitted to the accusation to Daniel Ranch, chief chess officer of the Chess.com. Magnus Carlsen and Chess.com were sued for defamation by the Niemann in October 2022, suing them for $100 million. In 1993, World Open saw one of the early instances of technology being used to cheat. In the Open section, an unrated player going by the name of the John Von Neumann, who is not connected to John Von Neumann, won 4+12 out of 9 games, drawing 1 with a Grandmaster. This player had a weird bulge in his pocket that buzzed occasionally throughout the competition while he was sporting headphones. When the tournament director discovered that he lacked even a fundamental understanding of the chess, he was disqualified. Clemens Alwerman was later accused of using Fritz to cheat during the 1998 Böblingen Open. The Bavarian Chess Federation later banned him from future competition after the district attorney's investigation proved inconclusive about the evidence. Before round 7 of the Lamperthine Open tournament in 2002, the arbitrator announced the disqualification of a participant. Marcus Keller described what transpired. A player informed me after the 6th round that he believed his opponent WS from L had used illegal substances while playing, even when it was his turn to play indeed, especially when it was he frequently left the board for extended periods to use the restroom. In earlier rounds against other players, he also used this tactic. I observed WS playing a handful of moves quickly before he vanished into the bathroom. When I followed him, there was silence emanating from the stall. His feet were pointing sideways when I peered beneath the door, indicating that he was not flushing the toilet. I then went into the adjacent stall, stood in the toilet bowl and peered over the partition. I observed W standing nearby with a portable computer running a chess program. He was operating it with a stylus. I eliminated the player right away. I requested him to show me the computer after he claimed that he was merely reading his emails when confronted. He refused to do so. There are eyewitnesses to my inquiry in the restroom, and we will request that the player be disqualified from competing in other events. Did you like it? Tell us what you think of the video in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting videos. Our State Chess Association.